Morning. So another sunny day. It's Sunday. Now I went to Southwell in Suffolk yesterday with Sunstorm bikers, and it was really successful. Everyone enjoyed it. A few people got lost, including myself, but everyone enjoyed it, and it's so nice. I'm going to repeat some of the run today, but with the camera on, because I didn't have the Insta360 yesterday. So I'm actually going to do it slightly differently. I'm going to go to Sudbury first, to a place called TTT Motorcycle Shop, which do an eat as much as you can breakfast for a tenner, which is worth going for. Then we're going to go on some quiet roads all the way over to the Suffolk coast, to Sizewell, where the nuclear power station is, and then we're going to go to a place called Snape Maltings, and yeah, I'll tell you more as we go. Out on the road, and this is the first nice village. So this is a place called Stour. It's just below Haverhill, and it's where the roads start to get nice. So I've come down from Cambridge on the main road past Haverhill. You started to get the thatched cottages now, and this is where I properly start to enjoy the route. If you're a biker and you know Finchingfield, you probably know some of these roads. So coming up on my right is a place called New England, and then you can take that road there down to Finchingfield. So if you're doing this route from London, if you're doing this route from London, you'll come up through Finchingfield probably, and you will join this road here. So one of my favourite roads. It's a road I do in the evening sometimes as well. So nice place. And the sun coming through the trees is rather beautiful. We're coming up now. This is Baythorn End or something like that. Little awkward junction. This is where we join the main road that goes along the Stour Valley. There's a little priority bridge here, and all the signs are covered up, so you need to look at the things. That's the River Stour. We'll be crossing the River Stour quite a few times on this trip. And then there's a nice little corner here. And it's double white for quite a while. So the first village you come to is Stoke by Clare. Okay, and that's home of the famous Stoke College, which you will see there behind that wall. That's what's hiding behind that wall there, with the lovely gardens. And there's the entrance to that. Loads of pretty places here, loads of nice houses, loads of thatched cottages, half timbered houses. This is a really nice route to follow the entire length of this road. Okay, so this road is the A1082. No, it's the 1092. I got that wrong. So look how pretty this village green is, and if you're really cheeky, this is Stoke by Clare, you can actually do a little loop, which I'm going to do just to show you. You can do a little loop of this village green, and you can, I mean, it says local traffic only, but I am a local traffic because I'm looking at these cottages. So there you go, look at that lovely thatched roof there. So this is Stoke by Clare. Now it's not a private road, it's all public. You can come around here. Beautiful orange cottage there, but all hidden in the trees. It's a proper English village. You can imagine them playing cricket on this green, but I've never actually seen it, and it's a road I do a lot. And then you just join the main road again where you left off. So then, there we go, back on the main road. Now the next place you come to is Clare. This is Clare. There's a pub in Clare called the Cock in Clare. No jokes please. We're going to turn off here, and I'm going to cut the corner off to get to Sudbury sooner. Now if you're doing this route as a tour, I mean this is quite nice anyway, there's the River Stour again. If you're doing this route as a tour, I would pass all the way on the 1092. Already at TTT I've cut the corner off and some of the film. It looks like you're going into a housing estate, but you're not. And here we are at TTT. And it's not open yet, so people are waiting outside. I'm not the only one. There's the entrance there. And loads of bikes inside TTT. It's getting more and more each time I come. Right, we've left TTT. That was quick. Breakfast was delicious. This is Little Waldingfield, just outside Sudbury. We've got petrol. Some lovely houses. Look at that one there. Got my living there. So we're on our way already. Breakfast was £10. Eat as much as you can, which you can't really complain about that. So let's have a look. Yeah, if I was doing this route to show someone how nice it was, I would have carried on the 1092 to Long Melford and gone down that way. But this is equally nice. And the roads get proper nice here. I really like this. This is the B1115, B1115. Going to follow it for quite a way now. And it's got some lovely corners, nice surface, nice views. You come through some really beautiful villages. That's one of my favourite roads. I discovered this a few years ago on my own. So, lots of these little narrow priority bridges. This is an interesting one here. So we've crossed the river again. I said we were going to cross it a lot. This, I believe, is... Well, so we've come through Monk's Ely. We've come quite a way now. This is Coddenham. Okay, so Coddenham's a hill. It doesn't look like a hill, but it's an East Anglian hill. It's actually quite steep, and it's very, very, very narrow. You normally meet a caravan or something here, because it goes down to one vehicle wide, and people ask about as they try and get through. It looks okay today. And these buildings overhang. I wouldn't want to bring a lorry up here. Some beautiful half-timbered buildings though. Yeah. It's always like this. So we've already crossed the A14. We're doing no big roads at all. We will have to do one tiny little bit on the A12, and we've done a tiny bit on the A140. Yeah, always fun coming through Coddenham. There's the camper van. He'll have trouble. So we've passed Coddenham now. We're into deepest, darkest Suffolk, and gravel on the road here. But the roads are pretty amazing and pretty empty too. So what you didn't see on film, fortunately or unfortunately, is me nearly getting killed. So someone just pulled out. I was doing about 60. A woman pulled out from a side street going straight across, didn't see me. I ended up in the little gap between her car and the side of the road. Nobody is injured, thankfully, but so that shook me up a little bit. So we've Caleb's got a nail in his tyre. Behave. No, have a look at this. He's not very. He doesn't look upset though, does he? Look at that. Ouch. So Steve's going to the toilets. We're waiting for other Steve to bring some drinks back. And Caleb's waiting for the recovery, but we are in quite a nice pretty place. Look, it's the windmill from the other day. Despite bad things happening, me and Steve, we're carrying on. So Caleb's waiting for the recovery now. He's waiting with other Steve. The recovery is about 10 minutes away, so we're not leaving anyone abandoned. This is Yoxford. Now Yoxford is a village on the A12. We're coming in obviously on the A1120, so we're going to cross the A12 in a minute, but we get to see the full beauty of Yoxford. It's an absolutely stunning town. I have in the past stopped and gone in one of these tea rooms. They're really nice, highly recommend a place to stop. Yeah, so with, you know, bad things happened. I nearly got killed, but Caleb's got a nail in his tyre. The nail will cost Caleb more than my incident will cost me. So in that respect, look, the sun's out. It's quite nice, you know. Me and Steve. So this is the A12. Now it's not the A12 as you will recognise in the A12 near London. It's literally just a standard road, albeit quite busy, and it comes through the middle of Yoxford. So all we're going to do, we're going to cross the A12 like this onto it, and we're on it for all of about 200 yards, and we're going to go right and continue our journey across towards Sizewell. So it's not far now, we're about 6 miles away. Here we go. And we're getting close to Sizewell. You can see on the horizon the white dome of the nuclear power station. So you'll see there's a pub coming up on the right hand side. Really interesting name. It's called the Vulcan Arms. And I thought that was something to do, there's the entrance. I thought the Vulcan Arms was something to do with radioactivity, because there is an HMS Vulcan, which is the nuclear power propulsion unit of the Royal Navy. It's nothing to do with that. I'm quite disappointed to learn. It's called the Vulcan Arms because that building used to be a blacksmith's, and Vulcan is the Roman god of blacksmiths. So everyone parks on the bloody road outside these houses because they don't want to park in the car park. Imagine living here. Not only do you have a nuclear power station looming over you, you've got tourists parking outside your house every weekend. So motorbikes are free. It's a popular place for motorbikes to come. So I'm hoping there'll be a few other bikes there. Cafe is okay. It does fish, chips, burgers, hot dogs, that sort of usual biker fare. Sand dunes to the right. Power station in front of you. There's the cafe. Nice and simple. There's toilets. There's a beach. Everything you could possibly wish for. How about that? And we've got another V-Strom behind Steve's V-Strom. Where did that come from? We've just arrived at Sizewell, and it's Suzuki's only today. There you go. And you can see the power station behind the trees. We've made it to Sizewell. It's just me and Steve now.
Just us.
Tea. Yeah, so we've made it. Caleb's got home. Caleb's in the van being delivered back to his house with his nail. And other Steve's gone home. So. But the sun's out and it's lovely. The cake was delicious. On our way to Snape Maltings, it's literally a few miles down the road, not very far at all, so let's see what that's like. So this is Snape Maltings. Just come over that bridge there. And we've got all these old sailing barges. Really quite beautiful, and it's the River Old which flows out to the sea at Aldborough. There we go. So it seems the main focus of Snape is all about art and theatre. There's very little about the history of the buildings or the location which would have interested me, so that's a shame. Right, so we're leaving Snape Maltings, we're going home. We're going to go a little funky way, no dual carriageways. Steve's going to lead, and it's been a nice day, apart from minor mishap, but the weather's still nice, So it's all good. Right, so we've left Snape. Snape's a lovely place. It was built in the Victorian times. That's a nice corner. It was built in the Victorian times by an entrepreneur who wanted to transport malt and barley down to London and to the continent as well from East Anglia, which is why you get Thames barges up in Suffolk, as the barges would come up from the Thames or across from the Netherlands or Belgium, transporting malt and barley for the brewing industry. Really quite interesting. However, I had to find that out online because literally everything at Snape Maltings is selling you a candle or a dream catcher and doing an arty-farty concert with absolutely no interest in the heritage of the site or the River Old or anything like that. Bit of a shame. But that's it. I'm now heading home, and see you at home. It's been a good day. I'm back. All in all, mishaps aside, it was a really good day and I really enjoyed it. Punctures happen. Poor Caleb had to go home, but he got recovered, and you know, people pulling out, that happens unfortunately a lot. This was a very, very, very close near miss, and on the bright side I'm extremely lucky because some people don't miss and some people hit, and yeah, but if we didn't love doing this, if we didn't love riding, we wouldn't ride. And at the end of the day, it's my passion. It's pretty much everything I do, weekends, free time, etc. And yeah, I will be riding again, probably tomorrow. So, and I guess I just have to, you know, people don't look for me, I have to look for them. So, but in other news, Suffolk is beautiful. Sizewell's a really nice place to go. Snape Maltings was nice. I mean, I'd never go and have a meal there, but it's lovely to walk around, look at the old boats. Absolutely beautiful roads. Beautiful day all round, and an amazing breakfast at TTT in Sudbury. Highly recommend that. Definitely a ride to repeat. So, and I'm not worried at all about the radiation from the nuclear power station. It's not like I'm going to be glowing in the dark or anything. See you later.